Welcome everybody, my name is Peta. I'm looking crazy, but today I'm trying out a few products from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am going to be trying out this bronzer. This is a powder bronzer. I'm going to be trying out their stick bronzer. I'm going to be trying out their new eyeshadow palette, or the most recent eyeshadow palette. I'm also going to be trying out, there was one more thing. I'm also going to be trying out this blush palette. It comes with a bronzer as well, a highlighter, and a blush. I've already put on my foundation. I've put on my concealer. The edges need to be smoothened out, but I need the bronzer in order to get the edges smooth out. So this is my reason for looking this a little bit cray-cray. So now I'm going to be trying out this contour shade. It is very dark, cool toned. This is in the shade Core Shadow. I'm also going to be trying out these products without knowing anything about them, and then I will tell you what I'm experiencing as I go along, or I'll tell you what I experience after, and then I'll compare to what the note says about these products. Let's see now. So far it's smooth. It is very dark. It's definitely more of a contour color. It's more of a contour color because it's so cool toned. It glides very easily. I don't like how dark it is, but I'll just try to use it more for contouring and not bronzing. Yeah, it's very dark, but it's blending in nicely. It is blending in nicely. Let's see this side. I'm not a fan of the color. Not a fan. But I guess it's as simple as choosing a different shade. But it's blending out nicely. I have set my face, or I've not set my entire face. I've set the concealer with some setting powder. Now I'm gonna try out the Smooth Blur bronzer, and this is in the shade Sunset Sizzle. This is Sunset Sizzle, the color. I am going to use this bronzing brush. All right, there's some color, no kickback so far. Let's try and see if we can set the contour color with this bronzing color, with this bronzer. Okay, so far I am seeing a lot more cool tone shade. Okay. The bronzer is definitely showing up. Let's see here. I am not really that impressed. It's okay. Okay, let's see. It is definitely blending in. Can bronze the cheek a little. It's definitely showing up. I find that this is more of a contour shade, it looks like. I think you can use this as both contour and bronzer. So for the color that was in here that I thought didn't work with my complexion, I think it does. It just looks lighter in the palette, but when I apply it, it looks darker. Let's try this palette. This is the beautiful palette. This is a blush, this is a highlight, and this is the bronzer. I wonder if the bronzer, oh, this is very, let's see. Well, it's very light. Definitely light. Oh, wow, look at that. This is very creamy. This is a very creamy highlighter. Let's put that. Wow, that's nice. I thought it was powder, but it's a creamy highlighter. This is the contour and this is the highlighter. And then let's try the blush. The blush is definitely a powder. I'm sure I'm gonna have to build that up. Let's see. I'm starting to see that now. So the bronzer may not be my shade, but the blush and the highlighter possibly could work. I'm gonna take some of the blush, pop it on my cheek. See if that's gonna be buildable. All right, I'm starting to see it. I feel like maybe I could have used a denser brush because but it's building up. It's definitely building up. There are some sparkles in here. I'm not sure if it's gonna pick up on camera. Can you see that? There's some sparkles in the blush. I feel like this brush is too big, but I'm gonna use it anyway. I could have used a stiffer brush that's more concentrated. No, that is smaller, so I could have it in a more concentrated area. But at the same time, I'm continuing to use this brush because I just want to fluff out the edges or smooth out the edges. Definitely buildable. It's becoming to look a lot more pink and red. Maybe that's because of the contour. You can also see a little bit of shimmer in there on my face, right? I think I'm putting on too much now. Yeah. It still looks nice. It looks more red than coral. It's looking more like it's sitting on my face and not necessarily blending with everything else. I'm going to try to see if I can apply the highlighter. So it's kind of coming up now like a powder. Well, it's coming up like powder. It's now showing up like a powder. And it's almost like it's just adding shimmer to the blush. I'm going to use my finger. It's like a powder, but creamy. A creamy powder. So it comes up on the brush like a powder, but I can use my finger and it feels like a cream. But it spreads nicely, melts into the skin. Okay, it looks natural. I think I like that highlighter. It looks natural, blends into the skin. Let's see if I can put some of that here, blend that in. I'm gonna set the rest of my face and then I'll be back to apply the eyeshadow. All right, I sprayed my face with setting spray and powdered it down with a little setting powder. However, I've noticed that the blush disappeared. Where is the blush? Where is that blush I was just putting on? Like, where is the blush? Where is the blush? Blush who? What blush? That's a very good question. Let's try to put a little bit more on, just so I can have some color on my face, so my face don't look gray like it is looking right now. I can see the highlighter a little bit, but I mean, think of it. I used a Tom Ford blush the other day, and then now to come and use this blush and it's not showing up. This is definitely not worth it in my eyes. So I'll just use it for today. We've learned an important lesson that this palette, though beautiful on the outside, looks good on the inside, doesn't show up. All right, so we've learned. That's the important thing about reviews. So I'm gonna try this HAZE palette. This palette definitely looks very light for my complexion, but we will see. I'm thinking using the deeper colors, that. I don't know what I can do with this, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use this, get it in here. All right, so let's see if it's pigmented. Let's see. This is the deepest brown in the palette. This is very cool tone. It's a cool tone palette. Let's see. Maybe we'll put that blue at the end to give the eye some definition. Maybe I'll put this color on top. I mean, I've used so many eyeshadow palettes that I can tell quality. I think this palette is more for a medium tone to fair complexion, not necessarily for a complexion like mine, right? It's still not even beautiful so far as I can see. Let me see if I can put some of the blue. This is a blue. Put some of that blue here. So far I'm bored, but let's see if we can pull it together. This blue is pigmented and blends nicely. And then I am gonna take this shade with my finger. I'm not even gonna waste my time and do swatches. Let's just put it here. Okay, well, that's pretty. Kind of remind me of one of their other palette. Well, that's pretty. So, okay, I take it back. I take it back where I said that this palette is not for the dark skin tone girlies, but I take it back. This is very pretty. I think that shimmer definitely made the palette work for me. I'm gonna take a pointed brush and I'm going to go in this shade, this one here. And I'm gonna put that in the corner. Okay, that one has kick up as well. Let's see what it looks like in the corner. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. It's showing up. It's always good when you can make a mistake and say that you've made a mistake. All right, let me see now. Let me not speak too quickly. I'm gonna take this pointed brush and I'm gonna go into this white shade here, this one. And I'm gonna make a line up here. Let's see, will it work? All right. I don't think it's absolutely necessary, but okay. Let's put the blue in the corner. When you use your fingers, the colors will definitely show up a lot more, unless you wet your brush with like setting spray. I noticed that the highlight looks different on the blue versus on the brown. I'm gonna finish up my face and I'll be back.
And he found me. He put me on his shoulders. And he carried me home. He's just that good. He's just that good.
Bless me. There's Sherman. Sherman, drinking water? Hey guys. All right, so I wanted to show you what my face is looking like. This is natural light. I am not pleased with my overall makeup today. It just doesn't feel like me. The bronzer melted in fine. The blush is I don't know where it is. You're just barely seeing anything. It doesn't even look like the original color. I don't think that these products are something that you would have to run out and get. Maybe the colors are off for me, and so that's why I didn't get the look that I want. Like for me, I just don't think I need these products. None of them. They have not impressed me. I've used better products. So therefore, I would not recommend these. Definitely would not recommend the blush. The blush is already gone. Don't know where. The eyeshadow has cracks and creasing. I am just not impressed. The bronzer, however, it's okay. From afar, it looks okay, right? But it's just not my cup of tea. All right, it has been many hours, and my greasy trap, you know, yeah, face is looking very greasy, but I thought I would just come back and finalize this video and see if the claims are real. Let us talk about the Smooth Blur Bronzer. That's this. It's supposed to be a brilliant buttery bronze smooth blur bronzer in an ultra smooth, luxuriously lightweight bronzer featuring a blurring gel powder hybrid formula that blends seamlessly into the skin for a long-lasting natural matte color with a flawless, beautifully blurred, sun-kissed finish. The color was more contour looking in that it was cool tone. Normally when something is contour, cool toned powders or bronzers are normally meant for sculpting. This powder can flex as a sculpting powder and a bronzer. I didn't like the hue or the shade of it because it was just too much of a sculpting powder for my needs. I like a powder that's a lot more red, so it just gives that natural sun-kissed look. Nonetheless, I see it as being flexible to help sculpt and also help bronzing. This was definitely a contour. The color was more bronzerish, contourish look. I guess maybe it can flex as a bronzer and a contour. Let's see what these specs are. An ultra smooth, undetectably blurred, naturally radiant, a gel-like cream formula designed to sculpt and define features with a dewy, second skin finish and lightweight coverage, effortlessly achieves seamless definition with 4 cool tone shades. It definitely is cool toned. It blended well into the skin that I can't really see it right now, so I guess it did give that natural contour look and feel to it. I did like when I was blending it, definitely blended nicely into the skin. This lived up to what it said it would do, and this one kind of did, but I am not really impressed. But it's okay. If you need a contour bronzer, it's okay. Let's go to the palette. My favorite. This is a very beautiful palette. This cream highlight really flexed like a powder and like a cream. That was really nice. The blush changed color though. It is literally a different color on my face, it feels and looks like. This is supposed to be more coral and my face looked more red. So let's see what this said it would do. The Essential Trio delivers a lightweight, buttery feel and seamless blend, illuminating all skin tones for a long-lasting natural radiance. That's not true. The blush definitely wore off immediately after setting it with a setting spray. It said with new easy to apply and buildable formula. Yes, it is buildable. But I shouldn't have to be building so much to let it show. I don't think this palette is for me. The next thing we're going to look at is the HAZE palette. One thing I can say, it does have pigment. I don't think it was meant for my skin tone. Yes, it did show up on my skin, but I just found a lot of creasing, and I just don't think that the color is as beautiful as when I was applying it this morning. Let's see what it says. The palette contains 9 full pigment shades ranging from earth tones, neutral to hazy hues in matte and metallic finishes. This essential mini eyeshadow collection features ABH's highly pigmented, easy to blend formula and offers a versatile color range for creating everything from soft daytime to dramatic night look. I don't think it offers a versatile color range. I mean, there is literally no color except for the blue. That was nice, but what do I do with these? I don't think this palette lived up to what it says. I think that it's blendable. The fact that it's very powdery helps also with the blending. I'll give it that, but I do not think that this palette has any range of color at all. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that every time I upload a video, you'll be notified. So in the meantime, walk good.